So, here we are.
Once again.
First podcaster.
Feels good.
Feels okay.
Yeah, well, I guess it's comfortable at least. Got a nice couch.
Yeah,
There's no fucking camera in my face.
Yeah, that's true. There's no camera in your face. Is that?
It's a lot more relaxing to talk to you than a camera.
Yeah, just for like a note, there may be sound problems. This is like our first attempt at properly recording. We did like a quick couple of tests. Hopefully we sound okay. Because of our low budget and we don't have millions of dollars to spend on equipment, we only have one pretty good quality mic, but it's only one of them in the middle of us talking. And hopefully it picks up without too much like background noise and like shitty stuff as well.
Well, that's just what you get.
Yeah.
You're too cheap, Tyler.
Sorry, man.
You know that thing I haven't helped you give any money in to make videos with? Mm-hmm. You still suck at it.
Thanks, man.
Despite all the help I've not given you.
Well, I thought for the first... Because the channel's just started. By the time this comes out, by the time we've got this all out.
In the future,
we're in the first week of the channel videos coming out. It's the beginning of Roothless Productions, officially.
It's been a pretty successful week. We've got at least 10,000 subscribers by now.
We can only hope.
We've got some pretty big offers coming our way.
I was even talking tips. Someone mentioned tips.
Oh, somebody did mention tips.
I don't know if I did. Maybe. That might have happened.
But, so seriously, what are the tips like?
Well, YouTube, supposedly, YouTube's going to implement like a like or a comment or a share. There's a tip button, so you can tip someone like 10 cents or $1 or something like that.
Is that the minimum tip, 10 cents?
Well, I'd say they wouldn't be like, here's 1 cent tip, go fuck yourself. Like, it's just, it may as well be a dislike.
Yeah, I'd 1 cent tip people just so they get charged for using PayPal. I don't know how it all fucking works, just to annoy people.
Yeah.
I'll send you 1 penny.
Well, pretty much, I guess...
It's like an honesty box sort of thing. Just throw money at people just because you can.
Yeah, well, I mean, for start off, I thought for this first podcast topic, like just to get... So people have, I guess, a feel of what we do and what we're like. We just talk a bit about ourselves. I mean, the channel's all about gaming, movies, television. Those are our three kind of fields that we love to talk about. We love to make things about, like videos and stuff. So I guess we can talk about, after we'll introduce ourselves, but talk about like our favourite games, movies, television, what we're into. So people can get a feel for kind of our tastes and things like that, what they can expect from the future from us. I'll start off. I'm Tyler, the founder of Roothless Productions.
The CEO.
I guess you could call me the CEO. And we've also got, to my left, even though you can't see, we've got...
Corey. I'm Corey. I don't know what to say.
Hi, Corey.
Hi, Joel.
Hey, Corey.
And off to my far right is Joel.
Oh, and I am Joel. My name is Joel. And you can just call me Joel. But
that's easy to remember.
I know. Sometimes you have to say it 3 times.
And sometimes Joel forgets it.
Joel does.
We've got proof of that. Did you forget your own name?
We've got so much proof of that. We've got at least 5 minutes of proof.
So pretty much like I thought, I mean, easy one to start off is, it'll probably be the longest tangent is gaming to talk about. So maybe we should talk
We'll get to that last.
We might get to gaming last because when it comes to gaming, when you talk about your favourite video games, you can talk about every generation. Like for me, like when I talk about my favourite movies, there's like that solid high list, and same with television shows, there's like that top 5. But then when you've got gaming, it's like, well, I got a top 5 for that generation, I got a top 5 like this generation, but then I've got a top 5 for the next one, but I also like this. I want to mention this because I love this.
That is the problem with gaming. It's also different. Like my top 5 games would all probably be from when I was under the age of 12, and have remained my favourite games because I was 12 when I played them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I do have a lot of favourites.
Simpsons Hit and Run. Like,
fuck.
Oh my.
Because I was just talking to Corey about my favourite games. We'll make this quick so we can start talking about the movies and stuff. But
we're going to talk about gaming last.
We'll totally start talking about it now. I was talking to Corey about this the other day. We were trying to figure out like a list of our favourite games, and every time like I said something, Corey would mention something else. I'm like, fuck! I need to start the list again. I want that in there as well.
Or when Dave tried to get me to compare fucking Guild Wars to any game. It's Guild Wars to The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Nothing in common. There's nothing in common. I can't compare them.
Yeah, that's another thing about games. You've got Guild Wars and MMO, and you've got Last of Us like in
Pokemon.
Well, because you've got different genres, and you can like so many genres, like an MMO to an RPG, MMORPGs to like a first-person shooter or like an RTS. Like there's so many genres and different styles of games and movies. You kind of like a certain type of movie, or like everyone likes comedies. No one doesn't like to laugh when you're talking about movies.
I hate to meet that sad bastard.
Yeah, so everyone likes some comedies, but then you kind of have your genres. You might like a fantasy, or you might like action. It really depends when it comes to movies. It's a lot more. I've always found it's easier to talk about movies and television in your favourites list than games, because games is like such. If you like video games, you like almost every type of video game.
Well, the video game's at least like hopefully if it's a good game, it's at least 6 hours of content, which I know that sounds pretty
low. But then again, that's the Call of Duty non-gamers is what I'd call them.
Well, yeah, like a first-person shooter where there's no actual anything but the solid. This is the level you play it this way, kind of.
Yeah.
Like a Halo. Yeah.
But I mean, that's what the multiplayer's there for, I guess. The longer,
drawn out
playing time, I guess.
No, I can't complain. I'd say out of the three of us, I'd probably play the most online.
Probably.
Xboxing. That sounds good.
Xboxing.
What? Note that down. But yeah,
new fun word. Xboxing.
Yeah, and I'm shocking. So a little bit of credentials about Joel sitting here, right? Before you listen to me talk shit and think, what's this joker talking about? I've got at least 2 months on Black Ops 1 and 2 online, which is disgusting.
So like 60 days.
60 days of those two.
I think because I was talking to Corey and we worked out how much Assassin's Creed hours I put in, like if every Assassin's Creed game.
Oh god.
Can you imagine how that's probably about 70 days. And that's not one game, man. That's not one game. That's every Assassin's Creed game. I've got probably 70 days gameplay in.
But if Assassin's Creed had good online, what would that number be?
But that's true. I mean, I played Revelations when Revelations had online, man. And Brotherhood and Revelations, I played the shit out of it. It was all I played. After I finished single player, I finished Assassin's Creed Brotherhood single player 12 times. And then, but then you got the multiplayer and in Brotherhood and Revelation, which I played the shit out of. I played so much. But 3, I think, I played for a couple of months. I liked it for those couple of months, then I got over really quick. And then 4, I fucking hate Black Flag's multiplayer. It's so bad.
What's bad about it?
I pretty much kicked out of every game I get into.
Because everyone votes you out?
Yeah.
Because you're a
hack. No, it's not. No one votes me out. It's like, because I'm a hack.
Because you're... Yes, hack.
He's difficult to play with.
No, it's just...
Are you the one guy who's got his mic and just yelling at everyone?
I'm
Pick it up, boys!
No, I never have my mic.
Every time I play online, that's a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
It's a fucking 12-year-old just screaming.
Who gave that 12-year-old a fucking headset?
Well, it's like I was playing Battlefield 4 the other day, and there was I actually thought he was about 4 years old because he couldn't say things properly, he couldn't speak properly. He hadn't learned how to speak proper sentences and connect them together, but he was playing Battlefield 4 on an Xbox One.
And he was doing good! He was better than me!
He was playing better than me for the one reason, the fact that I put my controller down.
And you were just looking at the scoreboard?
I was just talking to him the whole time, because I put my mic on specifically to talk to him, and everyone was telling him to shut up because he had the biggest high-pitched voice, couldn't string sentences together, he's about 4, and everyone was like, turn your mic off, stop playing, and I'm like, dude, you're the best player in the world, don't tell them to take their mic off. I convinced the kid he was the best player in the entire world.
You see, that's the problem. I'm getting the people who come to me after you. They fucking think they're the fucking tits. I'm jumping in their choppers for rides and crashing into buildings. It's all nonsense. You're causing me trouble, mate.
We'll probably should get on this to tell. Yeah. We said we wouldn't talk about games.
We're going on to movies first.
Okay, so we'll talk about our favourite movies. I think I'll start off because I think you both know my favourite movies of all time is The Lord of the Rings, hands down.
That's fair.
Oh, wow. I knew that about you.
I think when I first met you, Corey, I think one of the first things I ever said to you was because we were talking about, even though we actually have a lot in common, when we first met. I said a couple things to you and we were just not clicking on the same page of shit. And I said, this is a deal breaker, man. Do you like The Lord of the Rings? And you're just, what did you do?
No. I laughed at that. But it was when you said, how about Assassin's Creed? I think that's where our fucking friendship actually became a friendship.
Yeah. Because Lord of the Rings, you laughed. And I was like, Fuck you
I think
then.
I told you more in saying that I hadn't actually watched the second one through yet because it seemed boring.
Oh, but it's so good.
Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep. I watched it on Friday.
Really?
Yeah, I was on telly and we were drunk and it was awesome.
I mean, Lord of the Rings like been my life. I will say this: you would not have this channel if it wasn't for those movies. Because
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't love movies as much as I do. I wouldn't want to make movies. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. That's like the basis of my entire life.
And if Lord of the Rings were never made, where Tyler would be? What do you think Tyler would be at?
If those movies were never made.
Yeah. What career path do you reckon Tyler would go down?
After spiraling
into drugs.
yeah.
I was thinking drugs. I was thinking
Once
drugs.
he comes off the heroin addiction, he might become a hooker.
Yeah, I can't.
That's it. Those are the only two.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom him choosing another passion.
I guess I'd like to think I'd still be doing the same thing. Maybe not as passionately, but I'd like to think I'd still be wanting to make films.
Do you think you would have stuck with the bass, mate?
The bass guitar?
The bass guitar.
Well, since I didn't like it, no.
Well, since we guilted you into starting it,
It did get me into something.
pretty weak from the start.
Yeah, but no, Lord of the Rings. I mean, The Hobbits. We're about to have the third one coming at the end of the year. But
Exciting times.
I love The Hobbit as well. I don't think it's as good as Lord of the Rings. But I
I don't think anybody does.
No, I don't think... I'd agree. No one thinks The Hobbit's better than Lord of the Rings. But I think The Hobbit's the best thing I've seen since The Lord of the Rings. For me personally.
The best thing.
The best thing I've seen since The Lord of the Rings. It's the closest thing I can get to it. The first one's like a nostalgic trip. Then it's kind of not that great in the middle. Then the end gets good at the end. The second one I loved. I thought the second one's fucking awesome. Like Lord of the Rings, the closest thing to Lord
It just
of the Rings.
it felt like I was watching a painting. The whole movie just didn't, like, at least Lord of the Rings 1 had, oh, not Lord of the Rings 1, well, the Lord of the Rings had the props and had the scenery that just was so convincing.
I've got to be honest with you, man. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Like, that is probably the reason The Hobbit's not as good as Lord of the Rings in my eyes is because Peter Jackson now has a heart on for CGI.
Oh, he's jacking it off in San Diego.
In New Zealand.
In New Zealand.
Like, he's really, he's got a hard on for CGI and he loves it. And I respect that, I guess. But I mean, when you see CGI goblins in The Hobbit and you look back and you think they look like pieces of shit, and you watch Lord of the Rings, like they're just guys in costumes and they look so real. Like
it was so scary.
Yeah, well, exactly right. But at the same time, you were convinced that they were real, and whenever I think if I ever saw a real orc, that's what they would look like.
Yeah.
And now when you see The Hobbit, if I hadn't seen Lord of the Rings, I'd be like, oh sweet, they look awesome. But now I'm like, I know you can make them look way better. Why the fuck did you make them CGI?
Because I don't know, it can't be easier because his budget's still $1 trillion.
He does have a massive budget, and I mean,
What would you even do with that much money, like, to make a movie? It seems...
Strippers and cocaine.
That's got to take at least 80% of the budget.
at least 80%.
Orlando Bloom walks in the building. You don't even have to pay for the hookers anymore.
Then it's like free of charge.
We're saving money with sexy cast members.
Those are those are the standout ones I could tell you straight off the bat. I mean, there's other action, kind of, not fantasy, but historical movies I love. Like, Troy is one of my favourite movies ever. With Brad Pitt. But at the same time I love comedies, like big into Step Brothers, Hot Rod.
Judd Apatow.
What'd you say?
Is he a category of movie?
Paul Rudd. Anything with Paul Rudd in it.
They go together quite
Yeah,
well.
I Love You Man and Rob. I was like, everyone loves comedy at some level.
Yeah.
And then there's plenty of serious movies I love. Like, the Wolf of Wall Street's a huge one I love.
You'd call that a serious movie?
I'd call that, like a drama kind of movie. I guess it's almost a comedy drama.
I'd call that a badass movie.
That's good. Fucking good.
That's my favourite movie, 2014.
Came out last year. Well, came out this year in Australia. Came out last year. Technically,
Well, I saw it
We're in
this
Australia.
year.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, no, true. I guess I
Technically, it's PM. That guy. Don't be that guy.
I apologise. But yeah, like I mean, I love there's so many movies, man. Like, I can watch a fucking chick flick. I don't care. I have no shame.
Well, I will say, if I had to make an honest, most movies I've ever watched, like what movie I've watched a million times, Mean Girls would probably be number 7. Like, it's up there. It's not number 1.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I've seen it more than a lot of movies. It's a damn movie.
I have seen Mean Girls probably like 5 times at least.
What is it about that movie?
I don't know. It's like big in pop culture now. It's like it's an icon of a movie.
I can't even remember Mean Girls, to be honest.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it like ages ago. I can't remember much about it.
Not really.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it's massive.
There's a white chick from Africa, and they can't understand why she's white.
Well, I like it already.
But I think it's funny when I think about... I was thinking about this the other day when you and I first became friends, which is a long time ago now, but we were talking about a movie... like, we already got along pretty well through school, but there was like a moment where I remember really well in drama. We had drama on, and I said a reference of a movie that no one else should or would get, and you cracked up laughing, and you're like... And you knew exactly what I was talking about. It was a Joe Dirt reference.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
I think I said that, and you're just like, let's get the hose again. And then we were just cracking up, and everyone was looking at us like, what the fuck are these two talking about?
If there's anything two men can connect over, it's David Spade wearing a wig.
That mullet wig is iconic. Joe Dirt, I've probably seen at least like 20 times.
I've got to go fucking download that again. I've not seen that in years.
It's one of the best movies.
Good.
We should remake that movie.
We should remake Joe Dirt. But you got a sequel with because David Spade has to star in it again with that mullet wig.
Yes.
The prequel.
Who would we... No,
David
you
Spade.
can't hire David Spade.
No.
Who are you going to cast?
Joe Dirt has a kid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Joe Dirt has a kid. Trying to find Joe Dirt.
And he's
Call him Joe Dirt.
Because while Joe Dirt was off finding people,
Fuck that chick that he thought was his sister.
Yeah, and then she had a kid.
So fucked up.
And she put a mullet wig on him.
You will make millions.
I want to cut, but no, do you want to know who I want to cast? Someone massive, like big and muscular. Chris Hemsworth. No, you need someone like tiny and...
Have you seen Grown Ups too?
Oh, yeah.
He has a freaking big ass son.
Oh, yeah, he does too. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Adam Sandler for copyright there.
You know we're making crap movies when we're stealing Adam Sandler's.
Oh, that's so true. Corey, do you have like a favourite, or do you just have lots of favourites?
There's a lot of favourites. Marvel, for one. Marvel movies.
You are a massive Marvel
I
movie
love
fan.
my Marvel, yeah.
I'm loving the Marvel movies, but Ant-Man,
It's Paul Rudd, man. It's going to be hilarious.
I don't want it to be hilarious.
I want it to be hilarious. You need some comedy. Imagine you have that comedy guy, and then he just goes into the Avengers 3, and you're expecting like, oh, Avengers 3, and then Paul Rudd just crashes. It's like movie crashes.
Alright. Are they getting DC coming into Marvel now? Like, they're going to make some...
No.
DC Marvel.
That's like
That's blasphemy.
For Corey.
Is it put the triangle in the circular hole?
It's more like getting like two ends of the same magnet and trying to push them together. They're both good in their own way, but they're not going to go together.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a very good analogy.
But why can it not be a thing just... I just want to see Batman just beaten up on like Captain America. I know I wouldn't I know the powers don't make sense, but it would just be something I want to see. Not even.
Be interesting.
I think it's funny as a kid, like, I didn't really know much about Marvel. I only liked DC heroes, but I fucking hate DC movies.
Yeah.
Terrible.
DC movies.
Other than, of course, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy,
yeah,
which is the best superhero trilogy or set of movies ever. It's better than any Marvel, but Marvel's consistently amazing.
Yeah. I can agree there. Yeah.
When DC has one amazing trilogy because they had one great director, they've lost him, they're fucked up, the rest is shit. That's the fact.
And now we get Ben Affleck as Batman.
And we have...
he would make a good banner, not banner, like Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, yeah.
He would make a good Wayne, but would he make a damn good Batman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even the other way around, I reckon he could maybe make a good Batman, but he won't be able to do both.
I'm sure he's a professional actor and he will do the best job he can.
Yeah. I think...
I just don't think you can do both.
Yeah.
It's got to be one or the other.
Yeah, maybe I'll see how it goes. Like, I don't really care about who's playing Batman. I'm like, it's not Christian Bale, so go fuck yourself as it is. But my biggest gripe with the movies isn't Ben Affleck, it's Zack Snyder's directing it. I fucking hate it. I hate every movie he's ever made. I feel like I'm watching a comic book, like, in a movie. I'm like, I go in thinking, oh, this will be a cool, like, serious, like, film. And the way he does, like, cinematography and he does his lighting and effects, I feel like I'm watching something out of, like, Cartoon Network. It looks bad. I feel bad watching it, and I think do better. I hate 300. I hate the 300 sequel, and I hate Man of Steel.
It's a lot of hate. You ever thought about just flipping that frown upside down, and maybe you would enjoy a lot more movies?
Or just go in a dark room and jack off.
So, what's your favourite Marvel movie?
Well, the Avengers, when I first watched it, that was excellent. By God, that was good. I mean, come on, they're all together.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all together, you freaking love them all, they're all great. I mean, Loki was by far the best villain.
Oh,
yeah.
He's amazing. And I think that's like, talking to people, and some people say, when you talk about Joker, Heath Ledger is the Joker, people are like, people only thought he was amazing because he died. And like, they have to think that. I'm thinking, so I was like, you can't argue with those people because they're fucked up. Yeah. So you have to. So I remember I know one of those people, and I said to them, in case the guy who plays Loki dies, I'm saying this to you right now. He's the fucking man. He's amazing. So you don't go back and say to me after like something happens, he's like, you only like him because he died. Fuck you. He's amazing before he died, and so is Heath Ledger. You piece of shit.
Yeah. Although to be honest, that's just the natural thing when somebody dies. Like everybody suddenly becomes 100% fascinated with that person. They never do a
bad thing in their life.
Oh yeah. Michael Jackson died. I totally forgot all of those things I said about him my whole life. And he's the best. And I love him so much. That's like everyone in our grade.
Yeah. I think I was a bit of that, but I was also a close-minded like prick when he died. I was very young.
Grade 9 was a tough year for us all.
It's like grade 8, man. That was like the 8th grade. That was a long time ago.
That makes me feel so fucking old.
That was totally one of those things I just never believe actually happened. Someone's like, oh, Jackson died. I'm like, no, he didn't.
He just put a new album out.
No, he just did another thing with his face. He'll be okay. So we can laugh about it now.
Yeah, well, it's been long enough.
Oh, too soon. No.
Someone will come with that too soon. So you're big into Marvel. We now know that. I mean, I've always known how big into Marvel.
Oh yeah. Love V for Vendetta. That was a good movie.
Oh yes.
Tyler's never seen it.
You gave me the DVD and everything. Try to get me to watch it.
Yeah, you had it for a good 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Didn't think so. Yeah.
Hugo Weaving, Natalie Portman, right?
See, a lot of people don't like it that much, but I really, really did. He's sticking it to the man.
I watched more than half of it in bloody media anyway, I swear to God.
Okay. Yeah, even was it Law Abiding Citizen? Just one dude going up against the freaking system. Those are the movies I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
You like a good underdog story?
Oh yeah.
Oh mate.
The anti-hero rebel kind of guy against the authority?
Yeah, pretty much. Even though they're both ruthless bastards that just kill a lot of people.
Well, you need to have a protagonist that actually makes sense. Like, okay, this guy is hurting and he's going to do absolutely everything to get those guys.
Yes.
And that made sense.
Yeah.
It's going to be like one of those classic heroes. It's like, oh, he killed my family, but I would be bigger man.
Yeah.
None of those guys.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, because you're into comedies as well.
Oh yeah, comedies. It's hard to get a decent comedy sometimes though.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I think... What's the one you got me onto recently? 21 and Over was really good.
Yeah, that was funny. Fucking Geoff Chang.
Geoff Chang?
Geoff Chang, yeah.
Geoff Chang?
Geoff Chang.
You have to say it that fast.
Oh no, we killed Geoff Chang. Throughout the whole movie, they don't say just Geoff.
They're his best friends, and they call him Geoff Chang. They don't call him Geoff, they don't call him Chang, they call him Geoff Chang. His first and last name has to be said.
Oh crap, where'd Geoff Chang go?
No, 21 I was actually really enjoyed that movie, to be honest. So I didn't expect it to be good. It's just like...
What was going on?
It's just like an Asian kid, Geoff Chang. He's...
Wait, what's his name?
Geoff Chang. So he's at a college, and his 2 best friends from high school come to visit him to celebrate his 21st, but the next day his dad's taking him to, because he's Asian, doctor-like thing, an interview so he can become a doctor in medicine and everything. He doesn't actually want to do it. That's all
classic Asian story.
The classic Asian story in there. But you've got... Sorry about being racist. Unintentional. Anyway, just a disclaimer. But the friends take him out anyway. He gets blind drunk to the point where he's passing out, and the 2 friends have to get him, and they don't know where his dorm is. Like, they don't know the actual place he lives. So they have to take him from all these clubs back and carry him, and they go through all these shenanigans to try to find where he lives.
Shenanigans.
It's like The Hangover, but we see what happens.
Yeah.
So it's the Hangover night of.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's badass.
Which is, good. Which is how The Hangover should have been.
Oh.
You should have had one movie is the night of, the next movie's they're trying to fix it. Make 2. Be fantastic.
Yeah.
I guess.
Just get rid of freaking Hangover Part 2. Like,
That's fucking awful.
I can't believe that movie exists.
The second one, the Carbon Cop, even the third one, like I've watched it the first time, like well, it was way better than the second one. Not as good as the first.
Yeah.
Not nearly as good. Then I watched it again recently. Like third one's still not very good.
yeah.
It's still not very good. There's still funny bits in it. Like I laughed a lot.
I don't know why I expected them to be good, but I was just so sad that they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know quite a lot of movies like you love, but I don't think you've ever told me like one defining favourite job.
One defining favourite movie. Well, what are the odds of that happening? It's like, what do you want? My favourite comedy, my favourite action.
Yeah, that's hard
I don't
because
know.
there's not many people that have their one movie of all time they love. Like,
It is
I'm
hard.
one.
Yeah.
I can't even. Oh, the problem. I like anything that will make me interested or captivate me long enough to actually,
Yeah.
you know. And as stupid as that sounds, that's any movie. To
Yeah.
some degree, I can flick on anything and find interest in it. But it's just as long as it's directed by Quentin Tarantino, I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
No,
You fucking Quentin Tarantino.
I just love saying I love him because you hate him.
I don't hate him as much as you think. I just think he's a psychopath. He concerns me.
Yeah. People give it like that's one of the great people in the world who should not have that many people listening to him.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
He's psychotic. Like his screenplay got leaked, so he's not making the movie now. It's like just
He's still making the movie. He wouldn't be that fucking ridiculous.
no, he is. He's just someone who's putting it into a novel now.
Insane.
He's not making the movie because the screenplay got leaked. It's like. Not many people are gonna sit down and read your whole fucking screenplay. Just make the movie.
I wouldn't sit down and read that screenplay.
And you're
addicted to screenplay.
Yeah, you love screenplays. You love Quentin Tarantino, and you would not sit down and read that.
Hell no, I wouldn't.
You did want to see the movie made.
That's because I'm a normal, functioning human being.
Yeah, exactly. But now the dude's like, nah, not making it.
The man's got his process.
Like I know a big director because obviously Peter Jackson's my hero, all-time favorite director, but another one I've been into lately is Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. That's a man.
It's only because you're hard on for fucking Charlie Hunnam.
We'll get to Charlie Hunnam later when we talk about television. One of my favourite actors at the moment, probably of all time, Charlie Hunnam. But I mean, Guillermo del Toro. Charlie Hunnam has an effect on how much I love Guillermo. But Pacific Rim, director of Pacific Rim.
Oh,
I thought Pacific Rim was amazing.
yeah.
I also like some of his other. We remember Pan's Labyrinth. We probably talked about it in film at school.
I've heard about it and I've never actually watched it.
Oh, if it was one of those films old mate told me to look up, I'm on that.
Well, it's not. It's Pan's Labyrinth because I know there's another Labyrinth movie with
Yeah, that's
David
the-
Bowie.
Yeah.
That,
Labyrinth with the fucking...
oh, that was the Labyrinth. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm not getting them confused. So someone's like,
that's it.
Guillermo del Toro didn't make that. That was David Bowie and someone else. I'm like, oh, okay. And he did Mama. Have you seen Mama, the horror?
That's... Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Another one, he's making Crimson Peak. It's like a kind of, it's a horror again, but it's like a weird take on a haunted house kind of thing, set in like 100 years ago or a couple hundred years ago. And it's got Charlie Hunnam in it, and the guy who plays Loki, Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah. So they've got two of my favourite actors at the moment in it, and it looks like
Those two would be badass.
they've just finished filming, and supposedly Guillermo just said at San Diego Comic Con there was his favourite thing he's ever filmed was
Nice.
Crimson Peak. So that's usually a good sign from a director that has already made good movies.
Talking about horror movies, I actually watched The Conjuring last night.
Yeah, what do you think?
First time?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, what'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. Like, freaking was a bit scarier than I thought it would be in some parts and not as scary in others, but god damn, that was a good fucking movie.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like no, ghost. Yeah,
But
they
I
had
was like, dang.
yeah.
They
I
weren't
agree.
idiots. They knew exactly what the fuck to expect. It was just a bit worse than they thought it would be.
Yeah,
But
I
they were
mean,
prepared for it.
yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think the word I had one word to describe the movie after, and I know someone, I don't know who I told, but
Yeah.
elegant
Yeah.
was
Elegant.
the word I used to describe it, and it's a weird word to use to describe a horror movie, but it was elegant. The way it was filmed was elegant. The way everything was done, the music, the costumes, the sets, the actors. It was elegant. It was well designed, well made, and it made everything flow together well. And it was nothing like revolutionary that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things you've seen before, done better than you've seen it before.
And they're doing
They-
another part to it too.
Yeah, the Annabelle doll.
Annabelle
the
doll.
movie just based on the Annabelle doll.
What? That's creepy.
That was a creepy fucking
That doll got to me, man.
Yeah.
I like the way they actually used the space in the movie. Like, they had the one house, as they usually do in the horror movie, which is the point of attack. And then they bloody used it well. Like, you watch a movie like Scream or anything like that, they, like, run around the house, like, like retarded for 20 minutes. But I really like the way they started going through the crawl spaces and they started going through the bloody...
Just where old mate yells out, "Oh, she's under the floor," and the bitch just flies and crawls off down the fucking house.
Yeah.
Dear God, that scared the fuck out of me just seeing that.
The clap candle.
Oh, the clap.
What was that?
Clap.
Yeah. Like,
Clap,
there was... The Conjuring was amazing. Like, I never really thought of that. They really did use that space well. Because most house movies, you feel like you know the house, like, back to front by the end of it.
Yeah, you're telling them where to run.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, bitch, the switch, it's on the inside of the door.
Yeah, exactly right. But with The Conjuring, like, sure, I felt like I knew the house after, like, you'd watched so much of the movie, but at the same time, I was like...
I felt like I didn't have a damn clue what to...
Yeah, like, I felt like I was in the same boat as everyone. I was like, where the fuck do you go? They won't fuck around, like, the retarded, like, actors, well, the characters where they're going around, you're like, what are you doing? Do this! What in this, they were doing everything right. Everything you feel like you would have been able to pull off in, like, that scenario. But it was like the supernatural elements to it. It was creepy, and it was the whole based on a true story. Whether it is or not, I actually don't know. But you sit there and you're like, shit, fuck that. Yeah, but I mean, there's so many good movies. So many good movies. Let's face it, like, it's hard to talk about, like, our favourites.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm one of few that can just say I'm like one favourite, and then but even then, I love so many movies that I could talk for hours and hours and hours about anything.
I'm always trying to, like, watch a new movie, which is the problem.
Yeah.
As opposed to watching that movie I've seen and I liked a million times. Because I know that's a good movie.
Yeah,
I know that's always going to be there. And I'm always going to laugh at that line from Pulp Fiction. He's like, it's laying your hands delicately in a familiar way on somebody else's woman. I always find that shit funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to watch it for that one line.
Yeah.
I want to see more funny lines.
So guys, we've been talking about our favourite movies, as well as even a bit about our gaming. So we'll continue the conversation with Corey and Joel next time in the podcast, where we'll continue talking about our favourite television shows, even some television shows we don't like so much, and continuing that conversation, as well as getting onto our favourite video games and things of that nature. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this first podcast. I hope you could deal with the sound issues we've had. We'll continue trying to improve that as we move forward with the podcast, as we learn and develop together as a team, as a channel. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Hope you could listen to the whole thing. And I'll see you very, very soon for the next one. So guys, stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like. Be sure to comment. Let us know what your favourite movies are. And I'll see you in the next one. So thanks guys. I'll see you later.